What is up, people? Welcome back to another episode of Omnifactory. I hope everybody's doing alright. I'm doing pretty good. And as you can see, things have changed over here. Yeah, there's no longer things on the floor, things are on the wall, and, well, this thing has changed here as well. There is no more drawers. So the thing that I did is that I ran my test, and as you can see, the number is way down. And I was trying to figure out what the issue was, and some people online were saying that it was caused by drawers interacting with crafting cards and these kind of things. So pretty much I tried to remove as much drawers as I can for the moment. There's still these over here, but these two are connected. So I might try to do something here as well for these. And, well, of course, I did not touch any of the ones over here, so it is something else that we're probably going to have to look at. But let me show you a little bit how this new system works, because it's a lot different. So I still have a limiter on the number of items that we keep in the system. It does keep less than what it would have done with the compacting drawers because it was doing the blocks and then keeping the blocks. And the way I did it here is I keep the ingots because we use the ingots more than we use the blocks. So because of that, we keep 520,000 of the ingots maximum. So if we look in here behind, yeah, those are sneaky false block. I just didn't want to break the blocks every time I want it to come in the back. What we have is we have a trash can here set with a minus 20,000 priority, but the system points with a storage bus here with all the items available in here only, and it has like a number. I just added zeros to whatever was there, and well, these are set with 1,000 priority. So this is pretty good because it's going to prioritize these, but as you can see, they're all full. But there's one type, because they're partitioned. So the way you can do this is you get one of those drawers and you go to a cell, and then you can put an item in there. And now this thing here can only have the item that is in there in here. So what I did is pretty much one item per cell. And then I simply place the cells into here. There's still a little place for upgrades. The only thing is if I put more, I will have to put another storage in there. Another storage bus with another interface probably just above. But it's still going to work pretty nicely. It does mean that like this thing is a lot less large, and I think it looks better. I think it looks better from the other side, from this side. This here is simply to see what's in this one over here. It's not related to the main system. It's just the subnetwork. So it kind of works great, but the thing that I noticed is even after doing all of this, as soon as I connect this, I get lag. So crafting card still causing the issue. Actually, the crafting card is over here. So I'm kind of trying to figure out another way to do it. And I think I might be able to find a way that's not including any crafting cards. But it's kind of a little bit bigger to do because you need to do it manually and not just as a system, hey, make me this, and it's going to do all the crafting for you. So over here we've got kind of the first step, but it's kind of a step for two things. So if you remember, one of our goals is kind of to get to Omnium because, well, it's something that we need. But to get to Omnium, you need to get to the implosion compressor with TNT and mode of Omnium. And to get mode of Omnium, you need to get all of these things into here, which means that you need to get the liquid for everything. So the thing that I do here is I take all the teeny tiny things in here, and what they do, they get sent into here, and then they get changed into their bigger components. And over here, we've got an export that has filters for just the big ones. And these are going to go back pretty much into the system. That's the goal. Then what we're going to do is from the system, we will grab them and send them into fluid fluid heater so that we then get the liquid, and then this liquid will be able to be transformed into the correct things that we need. So this is pretty much the goal of all this, but I kind of noticed that there's a couple of things that I don't have that I need to be able to do this. So my goal with all this was to get plutonium to be able to make the stabilized plutonium to be able to get the naquadah. But I can't do that because when we look at the plating for this one here, you need the iridium plating, which needs a compressor with 15,000 EU. So that means we need to have a singularity compressor to do this. And the singularity compressor needs you to get love piston. And these are made in the assembly line. So that means we need to work on making an assembly line. It's not that bad, but we do need to make it. So today is pretty much assembly time. Yeah, that was bad. At first I was, it's morphing time, but assembly time doesn't really has the same kick to it. But yeah, so it's kind of where we are, and it's also one of the quests that we have in the late game here. So the assembly line to be able to make the LUV compressor, and I presume after that it's going to open something here for the plate that we're trying to make, and then this one's going to open something else. It's pretty much the way things are going. But yeah, so let's see what we need. So we need solid steel machine casing, assembly line casing, a reinforced glass assembler machine, some grate machine casing, an LUV input hatch. Sadly, I have an output hatch. I don't have an input one. We need fluid input hatch, an 11 input bus. I think you can go all the way to 12. Number of required item are multiple of 12. All numbers of, except they're not. 12 is enough to make the fusion reactor controller MK1, but you'll need an even longer line for later projects. Alright, that's good. But yeah, so you need the ULV for this one, so it's like iron plates and these kind of things, so I'm gonna have to make a bunch of new recipes. But yeah, it isn't too bad, so let's make all of those. Did you guys know that it's kind of easy to do things when you have the materials? Yeah, turns out I pretty much had everything. Had everything to craft everything. But yeah, so over here, I think is the place where we're going to do it. And the maximum size you can have this is 16 blocks long. And I do believe that if you do this, you can see how it looks. So it's pretty nice. I'm not sure, did I make enough of this? Yes, I did. Okay, so if we look a little bit at the way this thing is made, pretty much the way we're gonna go like this. So nothing too crazy, you know, just 16 long and everything. But yeah, so with this, there is a line of steel machine casing at the bottom, but there's fluid inputs. I think I've got 6 fluid inputs. I'm not even sure there's the need for 6 fluid inputs. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. So, there's one more. That's the way we're gonna go about this. So, alright, let's start by just placing the steel casing all the way to the end. And then we're gonna look at where we place the liquid after. Maybe next to each other, maybe not, because it might be complicated. Alright, so the piece in the middle, you can have 15 input max. I don't know why I did 16. But yeah, so the way you do this is you place them here, and there's your output that pretty much goes on one side. So that's the way it goes. You cannot put your fluid input next to the output, so you could do like here, here, and here, and here, here, and there. And you can replace those with some fluids. Like such. Alright, so again, if we look at the making of this, Now we've got glass that we can put, and then in the middle there's an assembly line pretty much going all the way across. So you need to place these long thing there, and then you can put the glass. Awesome. There it is, perfect. And after this, I'm pretty sure this is the next step. I'm like going along, yeah, alright, that's the next step. So then you're gonna want these. These were pretty much the hardest one to make, but I've got things to automate the rotors. Rotors. So that wasn't too bad. Okay, what goes there though? What goes there? Is it the assembler machine thingy? Yeah, the assembling machine, okay. So we put those there. Like such. Bam. And what we can do next is simply put... oh wait, yeah, there's like one side that goes with the... with this. And then on top, it's pretty much steel casing, though you're gonna need something for power. So we're gonna put the power just after. Dang, we're almost touching the ceiling. Alright, so I did have a couple of powers, so at the moment I've got 4 connections. I guess I could put them together. Alright, so... 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, is this thing valid? I've got no idea. Invalid structure. Okay, so let's grab you. Let's put you like on the side so that I don't need to have you in my inventory. Now let's see, so over here we've got the output that is not on the same side as this one. So let's maybe move this to the other side. Alright, and let's go put the assembling machine right here. Okay, so now, whoa, okay, we got lag, so I think it formed. Yes, it did. It did form. You felt the lag. Okay, so one thing that is pretty cool is this thing is so high in the sky that I can do something like this, and then connect it from the ceiling instead of connecting it from the bottom. So that's pretty cool. That also means that these can be done from the bottom. And the output can also be done from the bottom. So nothing too crazy. Though I'm going to need a little bit of space, so we're going to break a couple of things, pretty much all the blocks here. Come on, break it. Do I have my replace tool? It's just easier to replace the block. Whoa, you're going to change to a 1. And of course, I don't have my savior. Wait, do I? Yes, I just don't have my Denknull with me with all the material. There we go. So now I'll be able to replace the blocks instead of breaking them. There we go. They just take long. Well, actually the animation makes it that it takes as long to actually break anything else. So one thing that is really awesome is that most of the blocks here, you can see they're 3 tall, so we can actually pass a cable and still be walking. We're still not done. Alright, so here is the end. So 15 input bus. And the thing is, you need to send like 1 item per input bus. So if, let's say, we work, because where we want to go is the compressor for ZPM, so this one here, so for the electric piston, what we need is to have all of these. Logically, you could just send all of them, because that doesn't change much. And I think it's pretty good. I don't know, any of them like uses 15? No? No. Oh, this one was 14. 14. So we're still left with 1. And I think we're pretty good. Because I saw that like there's some here with, are they all the same? 2, 2. I think it's the only one. Here, oh, this one is 1. So that's the thing I'm not sure. Can I have both program circuits in the system? That's a really good question. But alright, so let's go at the bottom. And we're going to start by grabbing the lubricant. Lubricant. There we go. So this is one of the ones that we need, and we need soldering iron. Soldering iron, I do not think I have an ender tank for it. It is simply one of the ones that I send to the system right here. No, this is palladium. Soldering iron. So yeah, so this is one that we have in the system. So maybe I could just export it to the things at the bottom instead for this one. All right. So I think what we're going to have is we're going to have something like an interface, and then it's simply going to export round robin one item at a time. Oh, maybe not round robin, because that means that it can go everywhere. Maybe instead of the interface, we have an interface with a chest. So we do one recipe at a time. Yeah, that one could work. So, all right, let's get like a chest because we won't need something bigger. I wanted to grab the other one just because it looks better. All right, we're going to put the chest right there. It's not going to be seen, don't worry. We're going to have the interface just on top right here. No. All right, so we're going to do this instead. So the chest is going to be there. And this interface will simply point into it. And then this one will simply output there like this. So I think this is better. Yes. All right, so of course this one means that we're going to block what we send into it. So that way there's only going to be one recipe at a time. I think I'm going to have to break this one or replace it because this one I would have to do while flying. All right. And we kind of need to know where these are so that we can put a little bit of liquid in there. All right. Cool. So that is pretty awesome. We're going to put you like right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to switch this one side just so it looks better. We don't want to have the visual things there. So, all right. So yeah, as you can see, the lubricant's going in. Perfect. So that means this thing as lubricant. Now we need the soldering iron. So that means we're going to need an export. So let's say on this side, like right there. And again, we're going to change the sides just for this. And then we're going to grab like a bucket. And we're going to go to my system right here. Where's this soldering iron? Soldering iron. There we go. No, one above. I'm too used to going at the bottom. Alright, and of course that means soldering iron is going to be there. So for the moment we've got these, that's pretty good. Let's put these back. Oh, wait, we're gonna have to connect it to the system that is actually just right there. I think, right? Yeah, this is the connection at the top. So we're gonna connect from here and going into the floor. That's perfect. That aligns perfectly. And of course, well, we need to go connect to our interface right there. So let's do this properly. And there we go. So let's get some cables like such, and some conduits like such. So we're gonna have, I don't actually think you need to connect this one like that. Alright, so this can go all the way here. There we go, this thing's connected. Now we put that there. And this thing should start getting what we need. Perfect. So, now we've got these. And now it's the time to actually do the crafting recipe. So, let's see for this one. Does it need... It has 9 things, but only 8 because the processor thing. So, processor... No, it's a chipset. No, it's something. What is it? It's a circuit. They're all called different names, but they all do the same. Alright, so let's grab one of these. And that's not how you do it. It's been a while since I've changed one of those. There we go. Okay. So, can I do like this? Heck yeah, you can. Heck yeah. And just do that. I'm probably going to need to do all of these because I probably don't have any of those. But let's put the recipe like right in there and let's see what happens. Okay, so we're going to put this one right there. And let's say if we do piston and we say next, it's going to say, I don't have any of those. What are you trying to make me do? Okay, so let's get the motor in there. Is this one complicated as well? It's another one that is something. Okay, so I think I've got a couple of, what? Yttrium barium cutrate cable. Okay, yeah, I've got a couple of things to do working on some of these. Oh, I'm pretty sure I've got yttrium thingy. Yttrium, yeah, we've got it. Alright, so let me work on making the recipes, and we should be able to get that thing going. Alright, guys, so this thing's pretty much working at the moment. So I placed 10 cables. Like I said, I don't think I need 10 until... There we go. Now this is perfect. There's nothing in there. I think it's going to be fine. Everything's connected. I did test an LUV, and it did make this. So let's see. Can we make that? Wait. I'm not sure how it's going to go. Are everything like in the chest at the bottom? Is everything up here? Is everything done? Oh, it's crafting some plates. Sorry. And crafting some round things. So it's pretty much mean he's like in one of those. The round thing, I was pretty surprised. I didn't even know they were a thing. The round. Like there's just like these 3. And you need to make that in the lat. Which is one of these. Here. So for some reason it's super slow to make it. And the plates, let me guess, they don't go in this machine. Where's my compressor? Alloy smelter, assembler, compressor. Alright, so where do you go? You go in an alloy smelter for 2 to 1. Or in an extruder with the plate. Alright, well, we're gonna move this to the extruder. I kinda hate that some of these, like, they don't actually go to the correct place. But let's grab, like, the HSS. There we go. And we're gonna go manually put it in the extruder because I never remember which one it is. I do believe it's this one. And I was right. Alright, and we're going to put you there, and you're simply going to make the plates for us. Okay, so I wanted to see this in while it worked. Well, I hope it's going to work. Oh, it's processing! It's processing! It's making everything! How much power are we losing? 300,000, it's not bad. It's not that bad. And, bam! We've got our LUV piston! Awesome! That means we're going to be able to make the compressor when we make another one. So, let's do next. So this time it needs to do the other one first as well. So it's going to schedule this one. It's already crafting like 6 things at once, which I love. So this time it should be easy to craft this one, right? Are you not going to the right place? I did place you there. Crafting 3. Is it still trying to... No, it's not there. Oh, wait. No, it should be fine. I don't think the output is on this side. Oh, it crafted it. It just, for some reason, was weird. So this one is crafting 1, probably done already. Alright. So let's see, come on. Why does it say it's crafting 1? I don't understand this thing. It should be fine and dandy. Unless it's because I'm lagging because one of the thing started over there. It still says crafting 1. Eesh. Something's weird. Okay, now it's fine. Now it's fine. I really don't understand things sometimes. Alright, so it's crafted. And we got 2! So that means we can make the Z... The love. Oh, niobium titanium. I don't have that. I don't have that one. Oh, it's another one that needs to go. Niobium. How the heck do you get niobium? From niobium nitrate or niobium ore. Okay. Niobium. No, neo. No? Nio. Sorry. Niobium something. Is it something you get from something else? Do you get it from mixing liquid? Do you get it from mixing 2 things? No, it seems to simply be one of those. Centrifuging niobium. Okay, but how do you get it? Is it something you get from something else? When you wash? No? I'm really not understanding this one. There's literally no recipe for any of those. The liquid doesn't have anything. This thing either. So it's really saying that you need to make this. But you can't get the ores. Well, I can't seem to get the ores. Do I have Neo? No. Okay. The tiny, you can't. The teeny tiny. Tantalite. Okay, so you get it from tantalite. Wow, that's complicated to get the tiny thing. That's ridiculously complicated. Okay, so tantalite it is. Tantalite, which we can get in quantity, so let's get a little bit of space in the inventory. And we'll just do this. I'm pretty sure we don't have anything set up for this one. So what route do we need to take? So it's going to give manganese. Then we need to maybe purify it? The purifying gives neodymium, right? And then it gives tiny neodymium. Okay, so that's the one. That is the one. All right. So yeah, I'm pretty much certain. Hey, is there another one that you get like from mining? No? Okay, so it's just one that you find in the world. I didn't even know. I probably threw it in the garbage. Alright. So let's put like these in there. And we're going to be able to do this thing. So, Tenta. Okay, we've already got this, so we're going to put it in the washing machine. Then the washing machine will give us some purified version of it. Maybe? Right, so the purified version then's going to get... We could use the thermal centrifuge, but nah. We're simply going to go pulverize it again. And then it should give us the pure one that needs to be centrifuged. And then this has literally no purpose. I guess you can make the capacitors to make ultra low voltage of things. That's why we never used it. This thing is just completely useless. Alright, so we should be also getting the materials that we're looking for at the moment, so it's pretty good. We've got the 64, and then we can put that there. Awesome. So, we were doing this to get some sort of Nio... something. So, Nio, and this thing needs to go into a blast furnace. Okay. I don't think there's any use except the blast furnace. No. So I'll see if I can simply get here. And I think I placed one of them to be, yeah, white. So, Nio. Alright, so let's get like an interface. Oh wait, I think I remember doing it for this one, but yeah, let's do it here. So we're going to put interface. I think I like doing 2 interface. It's not needed, but it's doable. Okay, so cable, we use the white one over here. There we go. And then, well, we will need to make the 2 recipes. So this thing here will turn into that. Right? This thing here will turn into that. And then this thing with this thing will turn into that. And then this thing will turn into that. Alright. Just to make sure, got enough power. Got enough power. Everything seems fine. And over here, I don't even have one for just crafting. That is kind of bad. So you're going to become the crafter. That's what you're going to become. Oh, that was a lot of upgrades. Capacity. Alright, so another interface. As long as you don't put a crafting card in there, you're good. So you see the lag? It's because I used Signalum to make cables, so now it's doing Signalum in here, and it's using the crafting card, so that's why I'm getting lag. If you don't get any of those, that's fine. Let's put that there, and let's go at the bottom, more bottom, and I think I made again the same error I always make. These 2 come here, and these 2 go bottom. Alright, so there it is. So now we should be able to do Nio there and say like 20, start, and it should start crafting. We'll just make sure everything works. Yes, this thing here, it is working quite fast, so I like that. And is it working here as well? Yes, a little bit less fast because this thing is just a turbo, and eventually we're probably going to change it to something a little bit better. So are we getting anything? Nio, not yet. Oh, it's still making all of these. Then it's going to make this one. It's probably taking a little bit more time to make the alloyed and making the other one. Oh, we didn't check. If we look back, we've got that one now. So we are going to make the compressor. And as you can see, iridium heavy plating. It's probably going to give us the new item then. Okay, there we go. We got some. So now again, we need to do more freaking crafting. Wire mill. And then you will go in the assembler. Like such. Pretty neat. This one, wire mill, it's always like at the bottom. Okay. So now we should be able to do like, give me 10 of those. Alright, now we've got some. So now we can probably do this. Boom. We've got our singularity compressor. And let's just get some iridium plates going. Like this. And we're just going to make it manually just to get the rest of, just to get like the quest. Yeah, there you go. Tier 5. I knew that was going to be the thing that's going to happen. And then it's probably going to unlock Naquata. Naquata. Yeah. Naquata. I don't know which accent I should take. But yeah, so this is pretty cool. Iridium. There we go. We've got 40 plates. Let's go down. This is the only cable I have. So this is the only cable that's going to be able to power this thing. I'm going to put that thing in there. It takes 10 seconds. And since I only have this machine that can do it, it's 10 seconds that's going to be taken to do it. So there we go. We've got iridium plate. It should... Oh, iridium ingot. Seriously. There we go. That works. And now, yeah, this thing opens Naquata. So this is awesome. We've worked quite hard this episode to get where we're at. So next episode, there's a good amount of things that are going to be needed to be done for these over here, to be having the liquid to do everything that needs to be done for these kind of parts. And then we're going to be able to make this bad boy and then send it to get all the Naquata. So that's going to be pretty awesome. Oh, there is one thing though with Naquata that's also quite awesome. Is you can transform it into a Naquata bolt and you can make a reactor that gives 327,000 RF a tick. And for a total of this, so it's processing times 3,000 ticks. So if we use the calculator to do this, that means 3,000 divided by 20, that's 150 seconds per this. And this normally takes 1 for 8. So that means for one tiny ingot, you get times 8. You get divided by 60, 20 minutes of power for one ingot. 375,000. Of course, it's multi-block, so we have some things to do. But that's pretty awesome. I'm pretty happy things are working. And we've got this now. Just need to find a better way to automate this thing. I don't know if eventually we'll change all of these to higher tier. Probably, because that's the name of the game. The faster you do it, the better it is. But for the moment, this is pretty much where we're at. So guys, if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to leave a like. If you really loved it, don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Naquata. Yeah.